Hello and welcome to episode 8 of our Rimworld playthrough out here on the Tundra, checking out the Anomaly. We have a void monolith that we might start poking and prodding a little bit further in this episode. We have generally gotten... What was that screaming noise? Oh boy. Loud noises. We've generally gotten everything under control in terms of food, in terms of power. Things are feeling pretty good. We're at the 10th of December. Our ghoul has some snacks. We have plenty of meals that are going to last us very close to the end of winter. We're feeling pretty good. The one thing we want to potentially look at is additional traps. We want to get some more security going. We do have some nice blocks there. Not the marble. I want the other ones. I just wanted to click on them and show that they're limestone. But we have limestone. So we're going to get a couple of these going. And we have some limestone down here. So we'll have a few more traps set up. And then I think we might attune someone to this. Must discover 2 more basic entities. Not yet, but soon. We will do some attuning. We will get this monolith even more active. All right, Edgar has eaten the last little bits of his dinner. Fortunately, there was a snow hare. So what we'll do is, might as well take Edgar on a little cruise, get some of that steel available. And we're going to send him out here, get some dinner going. What we should potentially do is, I guess we could just let that rabbit be chopped up. But I was going to say what we could potentially do is make it so that we're not going to butcher rabbits. Unfortunately, Metal's single has been lost. Well, that is what's been on your mind, Key, but we'll be okay, I think. There's another snow hare, a new, more different snow hare. Yeah, I could just make it so that we aren't going to chop up snow hares. Just leave a few extra bodies lying around for Edgar to munch on as needed, but I think at this rate we'll just let the meat be made. Because we do need meat specifically, though, we could also just forbid that. Just have a couple piles of meat. At least 2 separate feedings that we can do pretty easily. Edgar is just going to sit in here and watch the rice grow. In terms of power, it looks like we're kind of back. And we really are fluctuating quite a bit. We had full batteries. So maybe getting that 4th one, because whenever our batteries are full, it just means we're wasting potential storage. So we get 1 more going, and then we want to really consider components. We have a whole bunch of steel close by. We do have some compacted machinery up here that we can grab, and here as well. So lots of availability for that, and oh, a ton more down here. It's also time. Minus 50. It's very cold. Early morning. Hare snack. Let's see. We actually are at the time where we can just save some effort and just eat the whole thing out here. Top up our food for another day, and then maybe we'll get another little snack or so. Trying to think about where the best positioning for this is. This might be a good spot here. Instead of in a central location. My colonists are going to avoid this lane, but when I'm getting attacked, if I have a colonist just parked right in the back here, that's probably a fine spot to have a little trap. Now, in terms of our temperatures, I guess we're a little less worried with our temperatures because we did do a good job of getting everybody geared up with toques and parkas and things in the last little bit. So really, we're just trying to make sure we have this power maintained. As long as our power stays strong. And what is this? Is this a ray of sunshine? We still don't have any power from these bad boys. Solar generators are not being super useful. But I think there's something to consider. Now, somebody also mentioned in the comments a while ago that outside light might be a good thing to have. So what I might do is I'm just going to put a light right here at the sort of entryway to our base. And I am having some fun with, I like this sort of C shape where we're not necessarily building a traditional kill box, but definitely a defended interior where we're going to sort of naturally expand outwards and sort of have this long corridor that's just naturally within here. And I think this light helping to illuminate the primary entrance of our base here will be a good thing for us. Unfortunately, this wind turbine is a little awkward in terms of being defensive. I will have to kind of pop out here, go around, and close this off. I don't know if I want to consider having room for an additional wind turbine. And then we could look at getting the ability to build on this stuff and have even more power that way. But we could also just do one in this direction or something, rather this way, and then easily have an angled wall. And I think that might be what we consider here. Well, we will kind of close the bottom off and keep this as our primary entrance. Easily wrap something around here. And most of this is just sort of planning and thinking to myself as we wait out the winter, because I'm not going to do too much major construction at this point. It's still negative, almost 50 degrees. We will work on getting some of these nearby chunks hauled in. He is obviously upset as per usual. And we're going to be that way for a while. 16 days. Critical. And we're going to go have a little meditate here. Very low expectations. Yeah, your friend, your husband. It's really awkward. We could look at flooring the bedrooms. That might be something we want to consider. Oh, Key's having a little tantrum. This is pretty typical with that much of a mood penalty, though. As long as we don't actually break any walls, we'll be okay. Hopefully Bear can knock this out. And yeah, that glimmer of sunshine that we're getting right at noon here, it's pretty nice. I think that indicates that as we get towards the end of winter, we might get an hour or two light into our solar generators, and that would help boost up our production there. We do need more food, and we have some muffalo. They are obviously all together. So that is over. Perfect. Now when Alina wakes up, I might send Alina... Alina and Bear. We have a night owl, right? Who should be waking up momentarily. And then maybe... Alina, you should be awake. But somewhere around like the 6 a.m. zone, we could send out the crew here. We're on some weird sleep schedules right now. That is for sure. Edgar needs a snack. This is the meat that we've saved for precisely this moment, and we're going fine. So we're gonna get Edgar out. We're gonna get Alina out. Bear, you are close. Let's eat a meal. Alina, come on out. Bear, come on out. We'll get the crew down here. All right. we'll put the crew behind some stuff, and we will take a shot. So we did get the Muffalos revenging. And they are going to attack. Take a step back. Okay. We have bruises. We're okay. Perfect. Everybody get inside. Actually, you know what? Nobody is bleeding, so we're going to haul. You cannot haul. For now, very briefly. We don't have any corpses in the freezer right now anyways. So we'll just do this. Haul and consume. Perfect. We've gathered even more food. Get a little bit of... Oh, that sound is gross. Where you're at. Okay. You don't really need to eat more. That's fine. Leave that one. Quest available. Colonist outsorting. She's asking you to land one colonist for 20 days. That's a lot. One potential strategy here would be to send Key away, because then Key would come back and no longer be grumpy. I might do that. That's too many people. I can't do the attack and attacks. I don't have enough defenses. I don't have enough weapons. But Key. So if you look at my work, what am I losing if I lose Key? I'm losing one of my researchers, but not my best researcher. I'm losing my crafter and my miner, a grower as well, and one of my 2 cooks. But neither of them are particularly competent. I'm also losing my only doctor. Both of my other people are useless. He is definitely the best choice to send away, specifically because that would allow us to skip that penalty, right? So nobody else has any penalty that would require... Yeah, because these are still 15 days. It's a long time. Maybe let's get Key to give everybody some medical treatment. And then we'll send them away. And then we'll just really rely on being extra careful, not taking risks. We won't need to do too much more hunting because we have so much food. I think we'll send Key away. All right. Quests. Accept with Key. Perfect. She will send us a shuttle. Okay, I panicked for a brief moment when I thought, oh no, a shuttle didn't arrive instantly. What's happening? Get in the shuttle. Beautiful. Now, we do have the Acolyte ceremony. Great. Bear is in serious pain. You're sleeping in the cold. You also don't love the fact that... So here, let's do this. That in there. You can just steal Key's heater. You do not need. We don't need to keep this warm. In fact, what we could do, because we actually have this is a better setup anyways, because both of these vents now go into here, and like the source rooms are gonna be slightly warmer always. Yeah, that's just a better setup overall. But we are losing another component here. Transport pod crash. Tomomi. Well, we cannot rescue. I suppose let's just set this for that. We will rescue Tomomi. Now, I did just mention that I don't have a doctor, and I'm going to avoid medical emergencies. Well, good luck, Tomomi. We're sending our very best. And we're just gonna... Oh, you have hypothermia. Great. Well, we got that gunshot. Plugged it up with some random leaves we found on the ground. And it was not a very good job, but it was a job. So I think you're allowed to not complain. Oh, and we're losing power just like that because the wind has completely died. Let's flick the switch. We really need all the power we can get here. What I need to do at some point is I need to have a switch somewhere. I need to reorganize my power so that I can have like priority electricity to the greenhouse. And I could like disconnect the greenhouse from everything else. Like so when the power flickers, I can turn off everything else and just keep the greenhouse alive with heat. I need to do that at some point. But maybe next winter we'll have like a double greenhouse and we could even build like a hospital. Power's flickering, so screams are horrible. Okay, the heat is coming back in here. Turning off the sun lamp should hopefully save us. And then we'll get those batteries charged up. Wind is back. 13th of December. Getting some nice things there. Okay, Edgar, what are you doing? I should just keep another like big stack of meat as an emergency pile, just to prevent Edgar from eating it all. Oh, that was very fast. Tomomi joins. I think I might still have some names on the list of people that would like to join, but as it usually happens, as the series goes on, people sort of drop off in following. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if you would like to join as Tomomi, just leave a comment in the comments, as it were. And if you have previously put your name down and I didn't add you yet, and you add it now, I will prioritize you, just to kind of show me that you're still around. But if nobody else who has previously put their name on the list sort of mentions that they're still here hoping to join, then we will have anybody join us here for the next time. So for now, we'll just have this as our placeholder. We do need more bedrooms, though. That is something that cannot be ignored. I suppose we can ignore it for a brief amount of time. But Tomomi is a loner who is a trigger-happy jogger, who is our new greenhouse manager. Wow. Okay. We're actually going to put this like way down now. And Bear is now maybe just a regular research as a backup person. We do need a little bit more research happening. And we can just really drop this hauling and cleaning and just do that manually. So we have another capable constructor, but a really great hunter. Get rid of the handling. We'll put firefighting, base, all this kind of stuff back up. Also, not number one doctor. Welcome aboard, Tomomi. Are you a cook at all? No, you also suck at cooking. That's one thing that we really do need. But in terms of our people here, we're gonna give you this short bow. Suppose we could actually just make another one. Oh, none of your colonists have crafting 2. That is embarrassing. That is very embarrassing. I guess Alina has gained a little bit of knowledge, but for now, after we've finished dinner, maybe we will, yeah, drop the short bow. Let's just drop it. Let's just drop the short bow. Perfect. And then Tomomi, when you get up, you can put that on because you're actually a pretty good shot. And now we have another colonist who can absolutely defend us. Some medical skills. What is happening with our needs here? No recent conquest. Okay. So we like the pain, we like the slab bed. But we need a conquest. Well, what could we conquest? Gold. Component mining works. Like I would love to go to the component mining work site on the ice sheet here. That is too far away though, and it's that is rough. There's only 2 people at the gold. I mean, gold is really important, but I could only, like, the most I could send, I could maybe send Edgar and Tomomi with a gun. That might be a strategy as well. But I am a little worried that we'd be risking a lot of our defenses. We do have enough meals we could afford to send. We're just leaving these on the floor in here. I guess it's fine. It's freezing everywhere. So, I mean, everywhere is pretty much refrigerated at this point. It's so cold. So very cold. Okay, so Tomomi is going to be mad. Another opportunity or option is going to be to... I'm going to start thinking about... I might forbid this, but... I guess this actually lines up really, really nicely. What I might do here... I don't know if I want to make this into like a prison or something. I mean, the simple solution is just do this. And then what we can do is build access to these rooms back here. Doors this way, and like these ones go out this way, these ones come out this way. Then that lines up the edge there. And sort of some nice symmetry. We could also just do this for now and then worry about how this is going to wrap around later. But because this particular room is right at the entrance, this is a great place for a prison/hospital because, I mean, a prison is really the best place. And if I could repurpose something down here for a hospital, that would be better. Or maybe move my batteries and have this as a hospital so that, you know, my colonists get taken out and they can just go right back and start getting bandaged up right away. Meanwhile, when we're taking out raiders as they come in, if we want to, you know, capture them, they could just go right here. So what I think I'm going to do for now, either way, this is a great room. If this is going to be a prison, and also just because I don't have any wood, and it's like, you know, we're not going to necessarily need to go open and out of that all the time, every day. We could, what kind of material am I want? I guess marble is everything's marble. We'll throw that in there. So we can make this a nice little bedroom for now, and an eventual prison, and then we will look at building additional living quarters. Realistically, a better spot for living quarters would be right up here, a nice, or even off to the side here, maybe over here, somewhere where they're going to wake up and essentially go straight into the dining room, kitchen area, have their meal in the morning, and get started about their day. Look at Tomomi's already taking care of business. What are we? Oh, we're getting rid of electrical burns. Oh, is that what that screaming is? Interesting. Well, and we have a horrifying manhunter pack we absolutely must deal with. So we're gonna get Edgar. You're here. Bear, come on out. Alina, come on out. Where are these tiny bunnies? All right, Tomomi. Everybody line up. They're coming around. That one is going to break my trap. I mean, it's good trap placement because that is like the corners. Like they always turn the corners. But things like manhunters like that we can easily just take out with shooting. It's kind of a waste. That's okay. Well, very threatening. Very deadly. I wish Edgar could eat rotting corpses. I feel like ghouls should be able to eat the rot. It seems fine, right? Anyways, easily handled. A little bit more meat delivered. Another bit of dinner, actually, in fact. We did get one that was good enough. Could top up the food in a little bit. Plenty of meals. Power is still to the point where I'm a little wary of turning on the lamp. We have a festival of self. Liberators have a special celebration. Expires in 9 days. Alright, who are the liberators again? I'm so good at knowing my own ideology. I just used the default one. So it's these folks here. I have way too many ideologies going on. I think in the next episode or so, we will look at maybe imprisoning and recruiting. We almost have to wait till Key's back because only having one person who can convert is not great. And I don't know if Bear is going to be not the one. Yeah, our social is 0, so we're getting converts to our weird Archotech monolith cult. Seems unlikely, but people are willing to stay for the relative comforts of our humble base. And we have yet another transport pod crash. Alright, we have a smoke leaf dependence and a Goju's addiction. We are a baseliner. Another liberatism. Apparently we're just becoming what is the noun? Whatever they're called. Liberators. We're just becoming liberators. Alright. Undergrounder masochist, a doctor. Well, we like those. We need to find a hospital. If I find a hospital, it's we need to make a hospital. Who's the happiest? Alina, you're really happy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use your bed. Your bed is great. Rescue Lewis. We're gonna make our way all the way back. Hopefully Lewis could also join us. Yeah, that would be a great opportunity for a few of you if you'd like to have your name as part of our colony. Throw your name in the comments. And as I mentioned before, we will sort it out and try to honor all of those that have been following the series for a while. But I think that seems like a natural place to end. We have some potentially new recruits. Key is on a journey to hopefully get over the loss of her husband. And we have plenty of new friends in the base. Edgar, as always, is socializing with his brethren. So, with that, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.